Hi guys, today I'm gonna show you how to retake A, and I've made a video on this before, but I've learned some better nades and some faster nades that you can use. And I'm retaking A pretty often, so I've used these nades a lot. And I've learned all of my nades from inside this corner, because most of the time the T's gonna have this smoked, or they aren't like peeking it. So all my nades are gonna be from this corner, and you're gonna need 2 smokes, 3 mollies, and a flash. You're not gonna need that to do a retake, but that's the nades I know, and you can like combo them off. Like sometimes you can use a smoke and a molly, and sometimes you use a flash and a smoke, and like just what you need. But I know all this, the nades from in here. So the first 2 smokes I'm gonna show is first of all is this smoke, where if there's smoke there, you can just take out from this line right here, a little bit to the left of this wall, then just throw a normal click throw, and this is gonna smoke off all of pit and from side, and from mini pit and everything, and gonna allow people to pop through the smoke and focus on side instead of all of pit. The other smoke is smoke where you go in here, then you're gonna aim between this gap right here of the 2 black dots, and then jump throw. This smoke is gonna land inside apps and gonna smoke apps up, and if you have an extra smoke, it's pretty useful, but this is probably the most used one. Then there's gonna be 3 mollies. The first molly is this molly where you aim at this white spot right here, and then jump throw, and this is gonna molly off small pit. And it's a pretty annoying angle sometimes, especially with the AK and the headshot angle to get rid of, so it's a pretty good molly to get them out in the opening and force them to move back. Then there's 2 mollies for side. The first one, you're gonna go from the top of this thing to about here. So you're gonna take from the top to about this of this, and then you're gonna jump throw. And this molly is most of the time gonna spread to both of these corners. Sometimes gonna hit this corner, but it's really hard to get a molly that lands perfectly every time on this, but most of the time it's gonna put to both, like this, where you're gonna get in both corners. And then if you have an extra molly, you can pair it off with this molly, and then you're gonna take the middle to these 2 wood things, and then run, tap, jump throw, like this, and this is gonna molly the back of side. So it's a pretty useful combo. If you have 2 mollies, you can get a mate 2 ready to drop them, and when you execute, you can throw this molly, then right after you can throw this molly, and then you're probably gonna have the whole side cleared. And then the last nade is this flash, and this is from the same corner again, so you're just gonna hold the both buttons in, and just gonna run, tap, jump throw, and it's gonna land perfectly right here, and it's gonna blind anybody up graveyard, it's gonna blind anybody holding side from any angle. And yeah, it's a really good flash, and especially if you're gonna pair it up with a pretty quick pop. So something you could do is that if they're smoked here, then you can go in here, and you have a flash, smoke, and a molly. Then you're gonna get 2 guys close to the smoke. Then what you're gonna do is that you're gonna throw this molly. So you go here, throw this molly, then you're gonna throw the smoke, middle click throw, and flash them through. Like this. So you're gonna throw this flash. And what it's gonna do is that the molly is gonna land and begin to spread into these corners. They're gonna go up here, trying to come out. They're gonna get blind by the flash. This smoke is gonna pop, and then you have these 2 guys side fully isolated. Like they can't hide in corners to wait for the pit guys to get in reposition, and they're just gonna be out in fully wide. So using this smoke and flash combo is really good, because you can smoke and then instantly after flash, and then you can puff through. So it happens really quickly, and it's hard for the T's to set up to a new. But I hope you use these nades to retake, and I hope you found them useful, and see ya.